IGA Meals and Minutes with Courtney Wise.
May is National Barbecue Month, and fittingly so, since we, of course, celebrate Memorial Day weekend at the grill. And Courtney and Arlie are getting us ready, that big barbecue grill-off that's coming up.
That's right. We have the coordinator here for the West Side Barbecue Grill-Off. It is sponsored by Houchins Markets, right?
Yes, it is.
And you're going to tell us of a great way that you can get your children involved in that this summer. But first, you have a really big secret for us on the show today.
Yes, I do.
Kansas City dry rub, right?
Yes, it is. Kansas City style dry rub.
Okay, so Arlie has a big slab of ribs right here, and I think it looks so good. You're making me drool.
Unfortunately, we're not going to cook them.
I know, but that's okay. I mean, this rub, I love this recipe, and so he's sharing this with us. You said barbecuers really aren't inclined to sharing their secrets, right?
Absolutely. You'll go to a barbecue cook-off, and they'll invite you up to taste the food. They'll tell you everything about it. They'll tell you what they use, the temperatures, the amount of time it takes, but they will not tell you exact ingredients they put in their rubs and or injections. They keep that guarded, and sometimes the teams, different members of the team don't know the entire recipe. But
so write this down. It's very important. Okay, so what do we do? You start off with the brown sugar?
Yeah, we're going to start off with a little brown sugar. We're going to use my mixing jar here.
I love your jar, your mason jar.
Just going to put in the brown sugar.
Okay. And I love these little clear bowls that show the spices so good.
And this is a little paprika. It's a Spanish paprika, but.
And do you like your rub spicy? Do you like spice?
I like mine spicy. I like a sweet and spicy rub. That's just a personal preference.
Okay,
but some people can't tolerate that.
I really like spice, but you have an alternate over there that you said if you don't like spice, or if you do, that you could add red pepper, right?
Absolutely. You can. We have crushed red pepper down here on the end.
Okay.
A little chili powder, but if your level for spices are not that high, you can substitute that for a little cumin.
Okay.
Salt.
Because that's such good flavor. Cumin is such, and you said salt. Now that is, what kind of salt
That's
is
a
that?
sea salt. That's a Spanish sea salt, Mediterranean. So
and that's better than just like your regular table salt?
It's all personal preference.
Okay.
I enjoy it. You just made regular table salt, may be fine.
Okay. I like the taste of this kind of salt though.
A little onion powder. It's pretty basic ingredients here. Now we're going to bring the spice level up a little bit.
Let's do it.
This is a little cayenne.
Okay. Woo.
And if you check the recipe, we have here a little crushed red pepper.
Okay.
That's optional. Think we ought to kick it up a notch?
I mean, I do, but you're probably going to be the one eating them, right?
I'm going to kick it up a notch.
Does your family like hot?
They love it.
Okay, so yeah, I say kick it up a notch. If it was for my family, they would say no because they don't like spice. But okay, so then you just.
Cooking for friends, they may ask me to take a little out,
but we're not doing it for friends.
No, we're not doing it for friends. And just put it in here mixed up. You know, you could put this in a bowl and mix it.
Okay.
But any remaining, you want to put in an airtight container, and
so you can save it.
Keep it up to 6 months. You know, if we put it in a bowl, you end up putting your hands in it. Adds moisture. It's not very good.
Now, will you end up using most of this for this?
We'll use most of this for that. I can probably get 2 slabs of rib out of this.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, how did you go ahead and kind of prepare the meat? And if you did, tell us how you do that.
What I did was on these ribs, most people cook them. This bottom portion is the bacon portion of the rib.
Okay.
They leave that on there and they cook them at home. But for competition and when you're cooking, you want to make sure that they're uniform when you turn these in.
Okay.
It just gives it more of a uniform appearance, and it allows it to cook more evenly.
Okay.
Without this bacon portion.
Oh, because then one side would be really thick. And
Absolutely.
Then, okay.
And we don't throw that away.
Okay, we eat that.
Yeah, we eat that.
But you cut the membrane off too.
Absolutely.
Didn't you?
On the back side, the piece I just discarded, there's a piece here, and I remove the membrane. You know, there are various reasons people remove the membrane. You know, it's a little tough, but it allows your spices to penetrate into the meat.
Okay. And for competition, they do tell
you
you
want to take that off.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, you don't absolutely have to, but it's up to the judges. If the judges say, you know, a little tough, they may give you a lower score.
Okay. And then you just rub that everywhere. Both
Absolutely.
sides.
Absolutely. What we'll do is put a little bit on the bottom side. It's not that important, but we'll put some on the bottom side to get that flavor in here.
And the Kansas City dry rub, that's more of a sweeter taste versus like we were talking about earlier, the I keep saying California, the Carolina barbecue, which is like really tangy vinegar style, right?
Yeah, the Kansas City style is a tomato base, uses brown sugar. Where the Carolina style is a vinegar base and or a mustard base. I use a lot of mops.
This smells so, I can eat this with a spoon. Anyone have a spoon out there? Okay, Arlie, I'm gonna let you go ahead and do this, and we're gonna go to commercial break, but when we come back, we will let you know how your kids can get involved during a really fun camp, the West Side Grill Off competition. So don't go away, we'll be right back. Okay, Arlie just kind of patted that rub everywhere on this slab of ribs, and then you would stick that in the refrigerator and let it sit for
45 minutes, or even better, leave it in for 24 hours if you have the time.
That would be really good. And also, I was saying that this smells so good. Could I use it for chicken or steak or anything? And you said yes, that you would just have to kind of play with the sugar.
I would reduce the sugar if I'm gonna put it on chicken.
Okay.
And maybe add a little bit more garlic, some garlic to it.
Oh my gosh, it smells so good.
Because I love more of a Mediterranean flavor with my barbecue chicken.
You could sell that. Okay, so tell me about this grill off. Now, this is an opportunity to get kids that are maybe interested in food or talking to competitors.
Yes, well, we originally started this because we hold a 24-hour camp for children. It's free, and we needed a fundraiser. But we all love barbecue, the board members, so try to get this going. Well, we got it established last year. We did a barbecue cook-off, and it was pretty successful. We had quite a few people come out. A lot of people volunteer their time, their effort to come out and help us out. And this year, thank goodness, we had Houchins come on board.
Yes.
They've helped out quite a bit, as well as some of the other organizations that helped us the previous year.
And this is an opportunity to have kids, you really kind of set them up with a mentor, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. And during the camp, we'll set up mentors. They'll come out and speak with these young men and women. We'll take them and do things that they don't normally get an opportunity to do. Maybe go fishing, see mom and pop farms. You know, they'll go out and they'll go through the entire farm. We take them on a hike. We have the state come in with fishing lessons to have an opportunity to fish. Some of these children have never had an opportunity to go fishing or see a cow. You'd be amazed at the children when they see a cow for the first time.
Yeah, I'm sure that's exciting. I mean, animals are just so much fun for kids and adults too. But also, I just think it's important that you're introducing them to having fun with food. I think that if they're not in the kitchen, maybe with their parents or something, maybe they haven't learned how to barbecue.
Absolutely. We get quite a few of the young men and women come out when we had the event last year. They walk around, and all of the competitors are more than willing to have people come up on their rigs, sit next to their grill.
And help out.
Help out, talk to them about everything with the exception of the dry rub. Okay,
well, while we continue talking, let's pop up the graphics so you can write down all the information. And what else can you tell us? Okay, it's going to be May 28th at Roland Bland Park. And that number right there, is that your number?
Yes, it is.
Just ask for Arlie and he can tell you anything that you need to know about it. But what's really cool too is that there's going to be a competition. There's going to be professional competitors and then amateurs.
Absolutely. We're wanting to get the amateur out there from Bowling Green and the surrounding counties because a lot of people say, I have got the best, or I know someone has the best barbecue.
Yeah.
Well, just come out and cook it. I don't care if you come out with, you know, your little tailgate grill, or you have this huge, you know, $40,000 rig. The key is, once you finish cooking, that's the proof there is you come out and you prove that you're a pretty good cook.
And what's really cool that we were talking about too is that when you are a barbecuer, you really make it individual. I mean, you can cook it a different way. I mean, you can smoke it, you can stick it in the oven. I mean, it's just really all about what you want, and then you have a following.
Absolutely. We had some barbecue with a curry flavor last year, you know, Caribbean style. So
ooh,
just you know, just about everything. You know, come on out, and we hope you want to come out and compete. If you don't want to come out and compete, but you want to try some of this great barbecue, come on out there. You have an opportunity to taste, I believe, just about all of the competitors. We'll be having samples available through Westside Camp.
Yum.
To you purchase a ticket and you'll be able to eat.
Okay, that's going to be May 28th. We're celebrating this all month long right here on the IGA Meals and Minutes kitchen set. So we're going to have barbecuers over the next couple of weeks, and we'll be talking to you about that. So make sure you just mark that on your calendar. Also this week on IGAmeals.com, we have cake balls and cucumber sandwiches. Does that sound good? Completely opposite of barbecue, but it's really good. So check out the blog this week on IGAmeals.com, and also this dry rub recipe will also be on that website. We hope you have a great week, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
We'll see you next week.
Go to WBKO.com/midday for IGA Crossroads locations.